The Honda CRV was first introduced in the Philippines in 1996. It was one of the first crossover models offered in the local market. The name CRV actually stands for Comfortable Runabout Vehicle, which practically summarizes what this Honda crossover can offer to you. Since then, it has undergone design changes, pero based pa rin siya sa Civic platform. When the latest generation CRV was launched, it already comes with a 7-seat configuration and for the first time, a diesel engine. But Honda is still offering the CRV with its OG features. Ano yun? Yung gasoline engine at yung 5-seat configuration. With that, what can the CRV gasoline variant offer to you? And how does it differ from the top-spec diesel variant? Malalaman natin lahat ng sagot dyan dito sa 2021 Honda CRV Comparison Review. Kung gusto niyo malaman yung prices and complete specs itong Honda CRV at ng iba pang car models available in the Philippine market, just go to philkotse.com's car guide section. This is Martin Aguilar, the content editor of Philkotse.com. Tandaan, Philkotse is the #1 car portal in the Philippines. Exterior tayo ng 2021 Honda CRV. This is actually the facelifted model, no? So fitted lang siya with minimal design changes, pero it actually makes the vehicle look better and sleeker for me. So ano-ano ang mga pinagkaiba compared dun sa lumang modelo? Number 1 is yung grille niya. It now comes with a glossy black trim instead of a chrome accent na nakakabit dun sa lumang modelo. Also different dito is yung pagkakadesign ng lower bumper. It now comes with more distinctive black cladding, pati yung chrome accent dito sa baba is nag-iba. Parang nagkaroon ng bigote itong bagong CRV kung titignan mo. Shishing! But anyway, for me, trip ko yung facelifted model na CRV. Kasi nga, mas naging slick yung itsura niya, no? Kaysa dun sa nauna or kaysa dun sa older model na parang gusto niya maging macho papa. Ano nga bang pinagkaiba ng gasoline CRV sa diesel variant? Well, number 1, the diesel variant comes with a sequential signal lights. So pagka-click mo siya, ayan, dahan-dahan lumalabas yung ilaw as compared dito sa gasoline variant na isang solid agad yung nakikita mo. Also, the top-spec diesel CRV comes with a auto high beam headlights. Sabihin niyan, automatic na ina-adjust yung ilaw mo kapag may kasalubong kang kotse. And the last difference is yung fog lamps. Itong fog lamps nitong top-spec CRV comes with a horizontal strip as compared dun sa gasoline variant na bilog. Pero both come in LED. Dito naman tayo sa gilid ng CRV. No, kung mapapansin nyo, the CRV comes with 18-inch alloy wheels plus distinctive character lines. Meron din siyang black cladding and chrome accents dito sa side panel. So ano pinagkaiba ng gasoline CRV sa diesel? Actually, isa lang na factor ang pinagkaiba niya, and that is mas lamang ng 100mm yung ground clearance ng top-spec Honda CRV. Yan, no? Tapos kung mapapansin nyo rin, medyo madumi yung mga sasakyan namin ngayon. Pagpasensyahan nyo na dahil hinabol kami ng ulan kung saan-saan na kami napadpad at wala kami masyutan. Kaya nandito kami ngayon sa isang parking lot. Yung gasoline variant ng CRV is powered by a 2-liter engine. It delivers 152 horsepower and 189 Nm of torque. Tapos yung engine niya is mated to a CVT with 7 simulated gears. In terms of fuel economy naman, nakakuha kami ng 8 km per liter while driving at an average speed of 20 km per hour. Tapos sa open highway naman, nakakuha kami ng 15.2 km per liter while driving at an average speed of 90 km per hour. Sa diesel variant naman, it is powered by a 1.6-liter turbocharged engine. It puts out 118 horsepower and 300 Nm of torque. Tapos yung engine niya is connected to a 9-speed torque converter automatic na sends power to all 4 wheels. In terms of fuel consumption naman, in city traffic at around 30 km per hour, nakuha kami ng 11 km per liter. Tapos sa highway naman, while driving at an average speed of 90 km per hour, nakakuha kami ng 22 km per liter. So despite na mas mabigat itong diesel variant by over 200 kilograms, mas fuel efficient pa rin siya compared dun sa gasoline variant. Sa rear naman tayo ng CRV, no? The gasoline and diesel variants is magkamukha lang siya. Meron siyang restyled na taillights na merong black accent ngayon, no? Parang kaya nagkaroon ng smoky effect yung taillights nitong dalawang variant. Tapos it also has a spoiler with third brake light and then parehas din silang merong shark fin antenna. Tapos sa baba, andun uli yung bagong design ni Honda CRV. These two CRV variants comes with a new bumper design. Kasi yung sa luma, medyo skid plate yung nakalagay dyan na garnish. Dito naman, parang subtle chrome trim accent na lang yung makikita nyo. Isa sa mga pagkakaiba ng dalawang variant na to is yung top spec trim na CRV comes with an all-wheel drive configuration. Tapos ito na namang gas comes with a front-wheel drive. Isa pa is that this CRV comes with a pinaka-paborito, power tailgate. Ito, manual tailgate. When it comes to cargo space, masasabi natin na mas maluwag syempre yung sa gasoline variant. Bakit? Kasi nga meron lang siyang 5-seat configuration as compared dito sa top spec diesel na merong 7 seats. So medyo naangat ng onte yung lalagyan mo ng gamit dito sa top spec diesel variant. As compared dito, na flat yung datingan. So mas marami kang masasakay na cargo. Dito naman sa diesel, mas marami kang masasakay na tao. So mamili ka na lang kung anong gusto mo. Cargo, tao, tao, cargo. Pero bawal parehas. Pero kung mahilig kayong kumain sa parking lot o mag-picnic-picnic kasama ang CRV, pwedeng-pwede yan dito sa top spec diesel variant. Kasi itong cover na to, naaangat yan actually eh. No, kakalso mo dyan, wala. Coffee-coffee na tayo, ma'am. The CRV gasoline variant comes with a dark interior theme with glossy black accents and silver trims. No, tapos when it comes dito naman sa steering wheel, meron siyang leather-wrapped steering wheel that comes with tilt and telescopic adjustment. And then integrated din siya with several buttons for your audio, phone, and then yung cruise control. Kung mapapansin nyo rin, kamukha siya nung nakakabit na steering wheel dun sa Honda Civic. So yun, no, speaking of that one, medyo plasticky masyado yung mga nakakabit na buttons dito. Okay lang naman, but I think it doesn't go along dun sa buong interior feel na binibigay sa'yo ni CRV. When you move near dito sa harap, makikita mo meron kang digital instrument cluster na yun nga, binibigay niya yung mga essential vehicle info sa'yo like yung fuel consumption mo, yung trip meter, and then dito mo rin makikita yung mga warning signs in case meron ka, such as yung low tire pressure warning. Meron tong CRV na to. And then pagpunta ka naman dito sa gitna, meron siyang 7-inch infotainment touchscreen that comes with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. And then yung climate controls niya is napipindot, which is yun nga, no, good siya for me kasi madali mo siyang kapain and madali mo siyang ma-adjust, lalo na pagka nagda-drive ka. Hindi mo na kailangan alisin yung tingin mo sa harap, pindot-pindot ka na lang. Dito naman, dito nakalagay yung gear shifter ni CRV that comes with a piano black accent ulit dito. So yung nakita ko dito is kung may isip nyo, para kang shifter nung nasa eroplano. Diba? Ganun yung naging dating niya, no? That's good for me. And then meron din siyang electronic parking brake with brake hold at sandito yung icon button mo para mas fuel efficient yung drive mo. Tapos pagbaba mo dito, meron kang dalawang USB port. One is yung pang-connect mo ng phone dito sa infotainment touchscreen, no? Yung Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Tapos okay din yung storage na nakikita mo dito sa gitna eh. Kasi meron kang enough na lagayan ng smartphone, ng mga bottle mo or whatever drinks you have. And then meron din siya nitong compartment dito na actually natatanggal to kung gusto mo ng mas malalim na feel. And then yung center glove box is okay for me kasi malambot eh. So pwede kang mag-chill habang nasa traffic ka, no? May bigyan kanya ng extra ginhawa kumbaga kapag ka na-stuck ka sa traffic. And then the CRV comes with a leather seats, no? Pero tong driver seat, meron siyang manual adjustment instead of an electronic, which is okay na rin naman kasi at least meron siyang height adjuster. So pwede mo rin na maibaba para medyo car-like yung datingan ng vista mo. Tapos no, balikan ko lang, yung infotainment system transforms into a reverse camera to be exact. Pagka nilagay mo sa reverse yung gear lever mo, ayun na, makita mo yung camera mo sa likod with dynamic guidelines para mas tansyado mo yung distansya dun sa inaatrasan mo. And then, it also has a right side view monitor dito sa camera. Pag sinlick mo yung turn signal mo sa kanan, makikita niya yung right side. So, it actually gives you more visibility and binabawasan niya yung blind spots mo kasi minsan may biglang bumubulaga dyan sa right side mo na bigla mo na lang makikita eh. So, this camera helps you eliminate that one. Dito naman tayo sa loob ng top spec CRV diesel. No, pinagkakaiba niya dun sa gasoline variant is actually konti pero distinctive. Meron din siyang dark theme pero yung accent niya dito is wood trims instead of silver. Tapos kung mapapansin nyo rin, yung gear selector dito is nakadepindot. Hindi na yung parang sinishift mong ganun, na wala na yung parang lever, which is actually good. Parang modern na modern yung datingan. It also has yun nga, electronic parking brake, tsaka yung auto brake hold. So pagdating naman sa steering wheel, parehas lang siya nung nakakabit doon sa gasoline variant. Pero itong top spec diesel comes with adaptive cruise control. So automatic na mag-a-adjust yung speed mo pagka bumagal yung nasa harap mo. And then, yun nga, meron din siyang digital cluster na parehas nung nakakabit sa gasoline variant. Tapos, isa pang major na pinagkaiba dito sa top spec diesel CRV is itong wireless charging. No, ipapatong mo lang yung telepono mo dyan, yung smartphone mo, and then boom, magcha-charge na siya. Which is good, di ba? Lahat naman tayo ngayon on the go, connected dapat. So, yun yung mabibigay sa'yo nitong wireless charging na to. It also has 2 USB ports, gaya nung nakakabit doon sa kabilang sasakyan. Tapos, similar din yung cup holders dito, pati yung layout nitong center console mo. Even the center glove box. Isa pang major difference dito is that yung seats nitong top spec diesel variant is electronic adjustable na siya. So, yun, no, mas madali mo makukuha yung preferred mong driving position compared dun sa manual. Another thing you'll appreciate kung mahilig ka sa stargazing date, meron tong panoramic sunroof. So, yan, no, kita mo naman. No? So, yan, pag namaluwag na yung restrictions or wala nang COVID, pwede ngayon pumunta kung saan, and then, stargazing date, di ba? Pagdating sa speakers, itong top spec diesel variants comes with 8 speakers, no, compared dun sa kabila na merong 4 lamang. So, kung audiophile ka na tao, baka mas ma-appreciate mo itong nakakabit dito sa top spec diesel na CRV. And then, pag tinignan mo itong rear view mirrors, sa unang tingin, parang parehas lang, pero wag magpalindang. Dahil itong rear view mirror ng top spec diesel variant is auto-dimming. So, hindi ka na masisilaw basta-basta pagka yung nasa likod mo ay high beam ng high beam. At eto pa, alam nyo ba mga Repa Peeps? Itong top spec CRV diesel comes with rain sensing wipers. So lalo na ngayong maulan, yung feature na yon is magagamit mo and masusulit mo. Dito tayo sa second row seats ng CRV gasoline variant. So kitang-kita nyo naman ang luwag ng leg at headroom. No, it can accommodate up to 3 individuals. Tapos meron din siyang rear aircon vents para mas madali mag-cool down yung loob ng cabin mo. And then dito sa baba, meron din siyang 2 USB ports, which is good, no? Para hindi ka na maiki-charge sa harap. Dito ka na sa likod, rekta saksak. And then pagka binaba mo to, kung dalawa lang kayo nakaupo sa likod, meron ka ring center armrest na may lagyan ng mga cup or ng coffee holder mo para habang nagbabiyahe ka, pwede kang uminom-inom. Tapos, ang maganda pa dito, kahit entry-level variant itong gasoline CRV, it already comes with leather seats, no? Sa harap, pati sa likod. Tapos, dito sa gilid, meron din siya mga leather inserts para pagka pinatong mo yung siko mo, makaka-chill ka and makaka-relax ka. Yun nga, considering na entry-level variant to, hindi masyado dominant yung hard plastics dito sa gilid and dun sa harap. Meron pa rin siyang soft touch materials and leather inserts all throughout the cabin. Dito sa second row seats ng top spec CRV diesel, no, meron pa rin makikita mong mga wood accent dito sa gilid and leather inserts dito sa door panels. So isa sa mapapansin mo dito sa second row seats is medyo nabawasan yung headroom mo as compared dun sa gasoline variant. Bakit? Kasi merong mekanismo sa ilalim tong upuan na to. One is nasa slide mo siya, paharap, palikod, and then pwede mo rin siyang ihiga, pupul mo lang yung tali, oy, di ba? Tapos ito rin, natatumble down mo para magkaroon ka ng access dun sa third row seats. So yun, basically it's just the same dun sa nakakabit sa gasoline variant. Isa pa sa major difference dito sa top spec CRV diesel is yung Honda Sensing safety feature. No, it comes with adaptive cruise control, lane keep assist, tapos yung low speed follow, which is yung cruise control sa city version. And then meron din siya ng emergency braking and forward collision mitigation. Bilang 7-seater vehicle ng top spec Honda CRV diesel, silipin natin yung third row seats. Para makapasok sa likod, fold yan, then taas mo to. And then meron siyang tali dito para pang-ipit mo doon para hindi mababagsak basta-basta. So yan, sampa tayo. Ito na yung third row. Tapos yung second row, gaya na sabi ko kanina, may sliding function siya. Kaya boss, pwede mapakiuso doon. Yan, maraming salamat sir. So, tingnan natin, di ba? Ito na yung magiging legroom mo pag dito ka nakaupo sa likod. Now, meron din siyang sliding function which is okay para magkaroon kayo ng extra legroom dito. So, bigayan na lang kayo nung nakaupo sa second row seats. Let's face it, medyo masikip yung likod ng CRV, no? Lalo na kung busog kayong dalawang uupo dito, hindi ko alam paano yung pagkakasya yung tiyan ninyo. Tapos, isa pa, meron siyang extra na bottle holder magkabila since this is a 7-seater car nga. And then, pero ma-appreciate nyo dito, kahit summer or kahit tag-init, merong aircon dito sa likod yung Honda CRV top spec diesel. No, meron ka rin sariling adjustment para kung init na init ka talaga, pwede mong itodo at pwede mong i-adjust na tipong tatama sa mukha mo para lamig na lamig ka. Tina-drive natin ngayon yung gasoline variant ng Honda CRV. And the first thing that I noticed dito sa sasakyan na to is yung power delivery niya is adequate, no? Hindi kanya naman bibitinin and it gives you the power you need, especially when you need to overtake slower vehicles. It also has good throttle response, which is good, no? It contributes to better acceleration and yun nga, nakakatulong din siya to pass slower vehicles. Tapos, the other thing that I like about this car is yung steering wheel niya, yung feel ng steering wheel niya. It's not too heavy and it's not too light. Nasa gitna siya, no? Parang swabe and saktong-sakto. But, yun nga, gets firm once you start to gain speed, which is good, no? And beneficial kapag ka dinadrive mo yung car on the open highway kasi it gives you better control dun sa vehicle. And yun yung reason kaya nagiging stable and planted yung sasakyan. The other thing that you'll appreciate dito sa sasakyan na to is yung ride comfort niya. Yung suspension niya is not firm and it's not too soft. Again, nasa gitna siya. So ano nabibigay nun sa'yo? Nabibigyan ka na ng swabing ride, even i-drive mo siya sa mga lupak along EDSA or dito around Ortigas. It absorbs impact within reason and yun nga, swabing mabibigay niya sa'yo and mapapansin mo talaga yun once you start driving this car. Since this car comes with a gasoline engine, no, yung mabibigay niya sa'yo is yung katahimikan, no, yung quietness inside the cabin. Hindi mo masyado dinig yung grunt nung engine mo, which is good, especially if you want to have a quiet cabin. However, medyo dinig mo lang ng onte yung tire noise, no, even driving along the city. Yung isa pa nagustuhan ko dito, no, sa gasoline variant, even though it's the entry-level CRV, meron pa rin siyang paddle shifters. Ma-appreciate mo siya doon kasi, yun nga, mas may control ka over the engine. And magagamit mo rin siya pagka when you're going downhill, no, para doon ka sa high RPM, engine braking ang mangyayari. Considering all the points mentioned and considering lahat ng sinabi ko dito, no, ang pinakabentahin itong CRV gasoline variant is yung ride comfort. Yun talaga yung ma-appreciate mo dito. Swabe at smooth kahit idaan mo sa lubak. Kung ako yung tatanungin, goods ako dito sa gasoline variant ng Honda CRV. Kung hanap mo naman is yung 5-seater crossover na makapagbibigay sa'yo ng swabing ride comfort, na-check yung box na yun ni Honda CRV. Plus, yung price difference ng gasoline variant CRV compared dun sa top spec diesel variant nito, medyo malayo yung agwat. So yun nga, if you don't need a 7-seater and you're just looking for a 5-seater crossover na nagbentahe ride comfort, mabibigay sa'yo yon ng gasoline variant na CRV. So ngayon, dinadrive na natin yung top spec CRV diesel, no? And the first thing that I noticed is that similar just sa gasoline variant, it has a steering na sakto lang, hindi mabigat and hindi naman din masyadong magaan. Which is actually good, no? Kasi hindi nawawala basta-basta yung feedback sa'yo. Pero it gets firmer when you start to gain speed. Again, that's similar dun sa nakakabit sa gasoline variant. And then, of course, this is a diesel engine, no? Medyo may grunt kang maririnig when you step on the gas pedal. Which is medyo nakakapanibago kasi kung nakadrive ka ng old CRVs, it comes with the gasoline, di ba? So, kilala yung CRV as tahimik na sasakyan. Pero ito nga, since diesel nga, medyo may maririnig kang grunt from the engine. And also, what's nice about this diesel variant is that maganda yung low-end torque niya, maganda yung delivery, at hindi ka mabibitin sa power when you need one. And then, when it comes to suspension feel, yeah, it's the same pa din dun sa napansin namin dun sa gasoline variant. Hindi siya matigas, hindi rin naman siya sobrang lambot. Nasa gitna siya eh. So, yun nga, swabe yung mabibigay niya sa yung ride comfort. Naman, it comes with a 9-speed transmission. Swabe din yung shifting niya, no? Hindi siya yung, wala siya masyadong shift shock. And nag-change yung gear before mag 2,000 RPM. Which is good, no? Pagka kinukonsider mo yung fuel efficiency. And yun yung isang distinct difference nitong top spec CRV diesel as compared dun sa gasoline. Naka 9-speed to na automatic transmission as compared dun sa isang variant which is merong CVT. And then yung other driving characteristics ng diesel at ng gasoline variant na CRV is similarly the same, no? Halos magkaparehas sila. Yun nga lang, the main difference talaga is lies under the hood. Ito kasi, of course, it comes with the diesel engine at yung kabila comes with a gasoline. Pag kinompare natin yung driving feel nitong CRV diesel variant as compared doon sa gasoline variant, ang pinaka mapapansin mo dito is parang mas may pulling power itong diesel CRV. Well, number one, kasi yun nga, no, since it comes with a diesel engine, mas maaasahan mo siya when it comes to low-end torque. Tapos, naka 9-speed din siya na automatic transmission. So, in that regard, so parang mas hindi bitin yung power delivery nitong diesel variant. But I'm not saying na underpowered yung gasoline, ha. May distinct difference lang talaga siya. The 2021 Honda CRV comes with subtle design changes that actually makes it look sleeker and better. Yung gasoline pati yung diesel variant actually looks the same. Konti lang yung pinagkaiba niya sa labas and sa loob. Pagdating sa presyo, yung CRV gas is priced at 1,678,000. Yung diesel naman is at 2,158,000 pesos. Kung i-compare mo yung dalawa, it actually offers you a smooth ride and a spacious interior. Ang main na pinagkaiba lang ng variants na to is syempre yung engine niya. One comes with the gasoline and one has a diesel. Tapos sa interior, may subtle na konting upgrade yung diesel variant. Instead of a silver trim, meron siyang wood accent sa loob. Mas equipped siya with safety features. And then, of course, meron siyang third row. So kaya 7-seater yung diesel. So anong variant ang mas maganda sa dalawa? Well, that will depend on your preference and your needs. Kung hindi mo naman kailangan ng 7-seater vehicle, why go for the diesel? E di kunin mo na lang yung gasoline with a 5-seater configuration. So when it comes to drive naman, both delivers a smooth drive and both are equipped with safety features. Again, mas lamang nga lang yung top spec na diesel variant. So there you have it, the comparison review for the gasoline and diesel variant of the Honda CRV. This is Martin Aguilar, the content editor of Philkotse.com. Paano ba yan? Kita-kisa lang tayo sa next video. Bye-bye!
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to Philkotse, the country's #1 online car portal.